Yo, welcome back, guys. I was trying some things out with the B10 Auto team, and what I basically found out that I could do a lot more dungeons with that because it's just a good team. Um, I actually beat Hall of Water B10 with it on pretty much auto mode. Hall of Magic B10 as well, yeah. And the most awesome thing, I beat Dragons B8, and I think if my runes are a little bit better, I can do Dragons B9 as well. I'll do it. So the exact same team as the Giants B10. I'll do the same as the Giants team, where I show the stats and all that. So if you didn't see the Giants B10 video, you can check it here as well. I will do it manually. Why is that? Because the crystals from the Dragons Lair, you have every stage is with crystals, except for actually every stage is with crystals. So what you want to do is control the crystals a little bit and make sure you kill them. And if I do it on auto, my Acasis sometimes is being retarded and puts on the shield just when the last crystal is dead, and then the next stage I don't have the shield up, and I cannot afford losing units, obviously. So I'll show you guys how I did it, and I will do it manually for the video. You can do it auto mode as well, but sometimes you'll fail because your units are being retarded, basically. But that's okay. So we're just gonna take down some of these crystals, big crystals first. And all you want to make sure is that you just don't use too much cooldowns when it's not needed, but at the start you definitely want to use cooldowns so you don't lose any kind of health. It's actually real easy, this Dragon's Lair, but only at the boss you have to be a bit careful with how you want to take him down. If you're not being careful, then it could lead you to losing some of your units, and at a too early stage. But I mean, being able to do Dragons Lair B8, even though it's manual right now, you could, if these monsters are a bit stronger with the runes and with the levels and all that, you could do this on auto mode. Auto mode. I'm pretty sure of that. The only thing you have to do manually is the boss, because of the crystals have some. The boss actually kills you if you kill the tower, but there's a trick to it, so I'll show you that at the boss. But if you would do it on auto mode, you will lose some of your monsters because you killed the tower, and that's not what you want to have. It's actually really easy to get through this, but I just don't want my units to fuck up and use their skills when they don't need to. So that's the reason for me doing this on manual mode. I mean, it's definitely not needed to manual it, but for the sake of the video, I don't want to fail on the video for no reason, because I just want to show you guys that the team is strong. For more than one dungeon, you can use it for dragons as well, and I think you can do it up to dragons B9. B10 is not gonna happen probably because it's a fire dungeon and these are all wind units, but at Giants B8 and 9 you already get the good gems, you get the good runes, so it's not really necessary for you to be able to do Dragons Lair B10, to be honest. But obviously at some point you wanna do that, but I'm just saying that, like, if you get this team you can do Giants, and when you get the other better runes, you could do dragons with another team with a different setup. But you can also do it with this team, but then just not B10. But basically at B7 to B10 the drop rate of decent runes is already pretty decent. I mean, getting the correct runes is another thing, but getting the 5 to 6 star runes on B8, B9 and B10 is very good. There's a very decent drop rate. So maybe something that you want to take note of is that these dragons actually, because you do B8, the resistance of the dragons is quite low, and there might actually be you might actually be able to put a different leader in. Like you could maybe make for me that could be Orochi, but you could maybe put a different leader in, because I don't think that they do that much control, like they don't really have that much controlling aspects as the giant has, and you don't really need to resist that much, but it's useful anyways, because on the last boss you still, at the dragon, you still have the tower that has the continuous damage dots, and you want to keep those low, because if they stack up, the dragon will do a lot more damage. And that's something you want to avoid at all costs. So we're almost there, so that's good. As you can see, I didn't really have any trouble getting through this stage. I just do it manually, and then it's really easy. If I do it auto, it's going to be a bit harder, because you have to hope your units do the correct skills and don't overuse them. But either way, it's not that hard. And I must say, I've been surprised that this team is doing so well in Dragons as well. I'm not super surprised, but it's like, I kind of, how do I say that? It's more or less being like, oh wait, nice, that the team is so good, right? That really makes me want to work on the team even more, and eventually get some of these units actually to 6 star after I've got all my units up to 6 star that I want for arena. So we're at the dragons. Now it gets interesting. Okay, I want to discuss this, but he has this left crystal is the poison crystal. This is actually the reason why the dragon is going to do a lot of damage. His right crystal is invincibility. That actually was on the giants B10, but they switched it to this giants, but that it's not a big deal. I'll show you why not. His first attack is inflicting you continuous damage, so there is the resist is pretty handy. His second attack is when you destroy a tower, he will kill one of your units, and he has attack power increased greatly when the HP becomes lower than 30%. So I'll show you what I do to beat this. I'll just buff up, and he is ready to attack, so I'll shield up right away. Then I'll start to slow down the tower on I try to at least, to get the tower down on the left. And actually it's smart to put the debuffs on the boss. For example, a slow could be useful because you get less attacked. Something that you have to take note is that the crystal, you may not kill it with your damage units. You need to make sure that when you kill it, it's killed by continuous damage dots. This is very important, because if you don't kill it with damage dots, you might lose a unit too early, which is definitely not an option. And as you can see, I'm trying to get those debuffs on. Now I have a problem, because I probably killed this tower. Yeah, see? Well, I actually survived it. So that's good to know that you can survive it, but it's something that you have to be careful of, because if you do it with the wrong monster, you'll lose your monster. He won't do that attack if you kill it with dots, if the tower dies because of the dots. So that's something that you have to be very aware of, because if you can kill it with just dots, it will make your life a lot easier. The reason why I attack the dragon with some of these units to get these debuffs on, so he doesn't do as much damage. And then we just try to get the tower down, and then we can work on the boss. Actually, in this at the dragon at B8, at least that I know, noted is that the left tower is the one that's weak and the right tower is the one that's actually pretty strong. I actually think that hasn't been the case for quite some time, but now it is. So that is pretty interesting to me because I think before it was always the same. Let's try to debuff him again. Yeah, nice. Let's get one more dot on. Nope, not a dot. I think I get 3 dots, so I think I can kill it right now. So I'll start doing some attacks on the boss because I don't really want to lose any more units. I'll wait with the AoE for the heal. There we go. As you see, the tower died and I did not get any attack from the boss. That's because it was continuous damage. And now I just auto it and it will play itself out because now the boss is nothing. And when my units would be a bit stronger, a bit more with a bit more health, I could auto this whole dungeon probably, except for the towers. I have to make sure that I don't kill the towers. Well, I could actually kill the towers as well on auto, but it's a bit risky. So if you get this team from Giants and you start getting some more runes, and you get some better skills, or you get some, skills, you get some better runes on these mobs, or you have them maybe even 6-starred, then it's definitely something you could do. And it's really nice to see that this team is very successful in a lot of dungeons. Obviously it's not going to do well against fire dungeons, not as well at least, but for any other dungeon it's really an awesome team. Okay, and that was the dragon, so let's see what we get. I hope we get something awesome. Probably not, because it's a video. Let's see. Well, not bad. It's not the best, but it's not bad. So, yeah, that was it. I'll show you my units quickly, and I'll put annotations where you can see the stats, because I think my face is on part of the stats. Let's see. I already showed this before. We got Acacias. You want her as your leader for the resistance and for the shield. The stats that are important to all these units are HP, defense, resistance and accuracy, and speed can be a big role. And for some units you need some speed. For example, Acacias needs to be a bit faster than some of the other units. Then we get Shannon. Shannon is there for the glancing hit, the attack and defense, and the slow. She has she doesn't need too much accuracy, but she does need all the skills up on her skills, because then you hit the glancing hit more often. Then we got Bernard. It's important to make him your fastest unit in the team. He is there for the attack and defense break, mostly the attack power break, and the tailwind helps you with attacking more often. Then I am using Orochi. You could switch out Orochi for something else. If you want to switch him out, you could go for something that either gives you more survivability, or you could go for something that gives you a lot of damage. But I must say the best damage is continuous damage dots. And if you don't use Orochi, you want to probably skill up Acacia's first skill. So her first skill, continuous damage dots, will land more often. Then last but not least, we got the Wind Jetty. He is there for the heal. It's a really strong heal, and it's a 3 turns. Every 3 turns you can do it, so you can basically heal every time you get a big hit. He also has a stun, so which is good for getting some of these crystals stunned when you're on the way to the boss. And also we got the slow, which is also pretty nice for the bosses and for the crystals. Yeah, I'll write down the stats in the annotations where you can see what stats are important and where you should aim at to do it. I will also put a link to the Giants B10 auto mode, because I will be explaining the use of the monsters a bit more in depth. So if you want to see that, then check that out. Basically this team is built for Giants B10. It's not even built for Dragons Lair, but it can do Dragons Lair pretty well. And I'm pretty sure I can do the Dark Dungeon as well, with the exact same team when the units are a little bit better. So yeah, check it out, man. Dragons Lair B8 manual mode. You could auto mode it as well when you have a bit better stats, because these stats are good enough to do it, but then you have to make sure that you don't waste your skills. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.